Ecuador's vice president levels serious allegations against newly elected president. Verónica Abad, Ecuador's vice president, has launched a scathing attack on President Daniel Noboa, her former running mate, accusing him of manipulating the recent presidential election through the abuse of state power. Abad's explosive allegations paint a picture of a deeply flawed electoral process and raise serious questions about the legitimacy of Noboa's victory. The accusations reverberate across Ecuadorian politics, adding another layer of complexity to a nation already grappling with escalating violence and deep-seated political divisions. The dramatic shift in their relationship is a central theme to Abad's claims. Once allies, united in their bid for power during the 2023 snap election, Abad and Noboa's partnership spectacularly imploded. The reasons behind this sudden rupture remain shrouded in mystery. Abad, left bewildered by Noboa's abrupt change of heart, was swiftly dispatched to Israel as a peace envoy, a move that many interpreted as a strategic silencing. Her subsequent appointment as chargé d'affaires in Turkey further fueled suspicions of a calculated political maneuver to remove her from the national stage. Noboa's decisive victory in the runoff election, securing nearly 1.2 million more votes than his opponent, Luisa González, stands in stark contrast to pre-election polls. This unexpected landslide win, following a narrow first-round victory by less than 17,000 votes, has sparked widespread skepticism and fueled calls for a recount. While international observers from the European Union and the Organization of American States noted imbalances and inequitable conditions during the campaign, they stopped short of declaring outright fraud. However, Abad's accusations of state apparatus manipulation add weight to the concerns surrounding the election's fairness. The timing of a significant policy announcement further fuels Abad's claims. Shortly before the second round, Noboa unveiled a massive $560 million, £423.16 million, package of bonuses and social aid, targeting diverse groups including police, military personnel, farmers, and young people. This pre-election largesse, critics argue, constitutes a blatant attempt to sway public opinion and secure votes. The scale and timing of this financial injection raise serious concerns about its potential influence on the election's outcome. The election's results are inextricably linked to Ecuador's complex political landscape. The legacy of Rafael Correa's 10-year presidency casts a long shadow. While Correa's administration ushered in a period of social progress fueled by a commodity boom, it was also marred by corruption scandals and accusations of authoritarianism. González, Correa's protégé, inherited this controversial legacy, hindering her campaign. Compounding the political turmoil is Ecuador's alarming surge in violence. Once considered one of Latin America's safest nations, Ecuador now grapples with the region's highest homicide rate. Noboa's War on Drugs, launched in January 2024, has failed to stem the tide of violence, further eroding public trust. His aggressive, iron fist approach, marked by alleged human rights violations and disregard for constitutional norms, has attracted widespread criticism and accusations of authoritarian tendencies. Abad herself has not been immune to the political fallout. In March, the Electoral Court suspended her political rights, accusing her of committing gender-based political violence against Noboa's foreign minister, Gabriela Sommerfeld. This move further weakens Abad's position and casts doubt on the impartiality of the electoral process. Ironically, Abad's complaints against Noboa have been largely ignored, highlighting a concerning lack of accountability within the Ecuadorian political system. Noboa's campaign has remained silent in the face of Abad's accusations. However, at a campaign event in late March, Noboa dismissed Abad as a traitor who's already been dismissed, a dismissive response that does little to address the seriousness of the allegations. Abad's accusations are not merely political maneuvering. They represent a grave challenge to the integrity of Ecuador's democratic process. The lack of transparency, the questionable timing of significant policy announcements, and the silencing of dissenting voices paint a disturbing picture of a system susceptible to manipulation. As Ecuador navigates this political crisis, the international community must closely monitor the situation and ensure that democratic principles are upheld. The future of Ecuadorian democracy hinges on a thorough and impartial investigation into Abad's allegations, a process that must prioritize truth and accountability above political expediency. The silence surrounding these accusations cannot be allowed to stand. The people of Ecuador deserve answers, and the international community must demand them. The stakes are high, and the potential consequences for Ecuador's future are far-reaching.